to 21 named storms, compared to the average between 91 and 2020, we had 14.4. We have 6 hurricanes, and average of 7.2. 2 to 5 major hurricanes, category 3 or higher, and average is 3.2. So, that's where we are with that. Being ready, we have about 8,000 sandbags on hand. We have 3 pallets of boxed water, approximately 500 boxes. A pallet of tarp of 150. So that's where we at on that. And if y'all like to have another hurricane preparedness meeting, just let me know and I'll get it set up.
Hey, Joey, did you question the railroad about cleaning out Bill Bayou?
They're all working on that, yes, sir.
They're gonna clean it for distance? 'Cause I know they had stuff that spilled.
Yes, sir, they have,
City has some boom in there.
yeah, they have the whatever, the mops and stuff that's in there. They've been cleaning all the way back to Boorville.
They went all the way to the diversion canal,
Right.
Yeah.
All the way towards the.
because they had the trucks parked there in the water department.
Joey, what's the
On and out.
alternative route to bypass that area?
Yes,
What section? Yeah,
it turns on Highway
okay.
114, I think it is, and comes back to Highway,
The old highway?
the old highway, Main Street.
Joey, the generator's working?
Well, I know last time I started, it was working. Started last week ago.
Last week.
Yes, sir.
That generator that's sitting over there by your, does that work?
It never has been started or anything. I just called the office.
Brand
It's
new?
brand new for the office, but we just never had the funding to have it installed.
Wait, hold on, we have a generator, but not the funding to get it installed?
Correct.
When, that's been like a couple of years ago or
It's
something?
been since 2016.
I was running since 2015.
Yeah.
Where did the funding come from that for the generator? It was
2006?
OSP funding?
We got all kind of generators.
Yeah, we set up a bunch of small ones in the trucks and stuff.
That's
That's a big, yeah, that's, you know, that's 150 amp, service on that.
I hate to see it just
And
sitting out there.
if we got it for the office, that's what it is, it was for my office. and-
Where did that funding come from?
What's that?
Specific, from the police jury funds?
To have it installed, it'd be the police duty funds.
Where did the funding for the generator come
From
from?
GOSEP, the state of
From
Louisiana.
GOSEP, they gave that to the police jury?
It's just like they gave, all across the parish, they gave 32 of them out. Most fire departments, police departments got done with at that time, in city halls.
So now, right now, it just sits, it's not running, hooked up or
Sitting
anything?
up there, yes, sir.
Has it ever been started?
Yes, sir.
No maintenance, that's what I said, that's not a good thing.
What kind of money you talking about?
That fuel there, you can.
What kind of money you talking about to install?
I got that twice. I got one years ago, and at the time they said they didn't have the funding. I'd say, because you know, I don't want automatics with just a manual disconnect. And I'm saying, I don't know how much it is now, but when I priced it, it was like maybe 3,500, something like that.
Would we mind doing it again?
Just how you have to
The
do
main thing is see if that thing works.
it.
You can start it with that idea hooked up.
Correct.
Yeah. Let's get it hooked to something if we got it.
I mean, instead of letting it sit there, give it to somebody or something. Somebody that needs it, I mean, one of the important.
Does the board have a generator?
Yep. And then I'll get a price. Moving along, Mrs. Klein either straightened, reinstalled, or replaced 87 signs in the month of May. Brian's been cutting grass at all the sites. We had AC problems at the Ag Center and the health unit. The new unit has been installed at the Ag Center. We also had plumbing problems at the Marksville health unit, and the public bathroom was stopped up and had to get in there and do some stuff with it and the ag center. Me and bathroom at the ag center, I have to change the flush valve. And that's all I have at this time.
Mr. Joe. We talked a couple days ago about signs. Just to fellow jurors, I went out riding this week, looking at two specific roads on some overlay, and signs were missing for the names, obviously the stop sign, the name of the road itself. And then, so I called Joey after, and we talked for a while, and I mean, again, we know the common symptoms, right? People stealing, sometimes fall of vandalism and such forth. But again, like I told Joey, I think that the name signs are important. You know, not everybody has Google Maps. People look at road signs, and I think that it should be an initiative. I would be in favor. I don't know how many of them signs or no street signs are missing. We have no clue. Joey said that they go out and change some, but they don't go out and look for that. Kevin's guys tell them whenever a sign or is missing.
All our constituents.
To me, it just seems like it's something pretty important. We have a man that, we have a person that does that. I mean, it seems like they could really get them a little process together and start taking on some areas and replacing some of these signs. Does Twine make them?
Yeah. He makes the street signs, not stop signs or.
Can he make the street signs?
Yeah, he may do it
There
today.
you go. I mean, if he can make them there and do some, you know, take
They
an
may do it
area,
today
take a
and
district.
put
and
them up. The ones that he's
Been
been
making them for years. After a week up.
87.
This month.
Yes,
But there's 87 signs on things being reported, not him going out.
No, that's
and
been
going
reported.
to find where the issues might be.
Correct.
Right. He could probably do a lot more in a month if he had it on the list. I just thought maybe, I don't know if we have to bring that
Cut
up.
back on some of the calls too.
What's that?
Cut back on some of the calls too.
That also has FedEx, UPS,
Emergency
emergency services.
Never said they had signs on the street.
But the problem down my way is farmers and equipment have nothing. So,
Can I ask a question?
yes, ma'am.
How expensive is it? I mean, how big is the issue about getting new signs? Two questions. How big of an issue or how expensive is it? And are there any particular areas that most of this happens in?
I think there's a lot.
Probably about 100 in my district.
The reason I'm saying that, and I'm not certain about what technology is available today, but I know that when you're buying the outdoor cameras, they come with a little item in it that if someone steals it, they're notified. I don't know how expensive that is or what the item is, but if it would be less expensive than the cost of replacing signs, it would probably only take a few of those for the word to get out that when you take the sign, there's something there to identify you. So it's just something I wondered if you would want to explore the feasibility
You
of
probably
that.
found other than kids and kids.
Joey, do you think there's some?
Camps.
So replacing a few hundred signs, 300 a month. I mean, how much is one of those little road signs? You know
I
what
don't know. Kevin orders them and he gets them from them. He gets them up in the morning.
I don't know if that's something the jury has to discuss more or bring it up on the net. I just think it's a need in my district. Everybody, but I know it's needed in mine. Let's get them on a plan, it would be nice.
I think about the hurricane preparedness.
You saving enough for me?
If y'all want to, that's up to y'all, y'all decide.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing.
Hurricane, we had one last year. We usually have one every year. I used to have National Weather Service come, even like fire departments and sheriff and.
Yeah, that's,
So,
we said something.
okay.
All right.
Will do.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Kevin's not here, so let's go for Bridget's, permits for April.
Last month, we did a total of 150 permits, 38 were purchase homes, 45 rentals, 21 new constructions, 12 contractor renewals, 18 electric permits, 2 RV setups, 8 new mobile homes, 4 generators, 1 fiber optic permit, and 1 swimming pool. And the planning commission is working on a demolition permit to tear down a house.
I missed the meeting, I'm sorry.
So it's tabled right now, we're just waiting on everybody to agree on a fine amount, or if you tear down a house without a permit, or if you actually get the permit and leave a mess, you don't clean it up, you'll get a fine. So we're just trying to decide on the fine amount, and then it'll come to y'all. Any questions?
Thank you, ma'am. Next up, we have library. Dale.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know that Neely is usually the one who does the committee meetings, but due to an emergency, she actually to stand in for her. And I just wanted to report on the current success of the summer reading program. And I just wanted to report that we had a great first week, over 272 attendees and counting. This year's theme is art. And so the staff, I'm really proud of everyone, and we really went all in with outreach efforts and especially our program offerings. The kids really enjoyed the foam painting, and we're also planning art workshops for teens and adults as well. That's in the work. That's in the development. And Ms. Hale also included in that handout a finance report. Yes. Yep. So if anyone has any questions?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Next up, Mr. Moore with literacy.
You skipped, oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did you say? I'm so sorry.
Okay, so last month we had a total of 6 vouchers. I'm sorry, no, 6 recertifications. No new vouchers last month. I did a bunch in April. But we're having issues getting them in houses. Everything, they can't find anything vacant. It's been a struggle. I've had to extend a lot of the vouchers, so I cannot extend them anymore. So the people that have them now, if they don't find anything, that they'll lose their voucher. And it'll have to go to the next person in line. Right. It's been a big struggle. I do have, let's see, 256 on the waiting list as of yesterday. So we have a pretty big waiting list.
What's the issue with the landlords? I thought that the HUD was a good deal.
It is, there's just no vacancy. Everything that, I have a huge landlord list, but everything's taken.
Everything's rented up. I guess that's not a bad problem.
Yeah.
People aren't renting anybody, it's selling there.
Right.
Speak to the weather.
And I'm thinking, dealing with rugs, building myself, I don't know if they accept the real vouchers, they didn't take it. Right, I'm not checking. I'm a landlord.
A lot of people think it's a bigger process than what it is, but it's super easy.
Right, it really is.
And that's what scares a lot of landlords away.
Right. Yeah, I'd have to call them and find out, yeah, because I don't feel that.
We need them.
So, yeah.
We need them,
All righty.
yeah. Any other questions?
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry about that again.
That's okay.
Now, literacy.
All right, good evening, everybody. All right, so the tires picked up this past month, wasn't too bad, there was only 8 of them. So we got the tire situation kind of under control. for now. Current litter investigations, this is just stuff that I found that with people's name on it or whatever. I'm still trying to either track them down, where they live, or whatever. There's 5 of those hanging out. Active ongoing ordinance property violations, we have 46 now in 2 months, 46. I just sent out 8 certified letters right before this meeting. Permit checks, there was 2 places I stopped just while I was out patrolling, and they didn't require permits, so they were good to go. Surveillance sites, we don't have anything set up yet, but I was able to get the grant submitted with KLB, Keep Louisiana Beautiful, and I think everybody's already on board with how that goes. It's a reimbursement grant. They waived the 15% that we have to pay, given the 2 weeks worth of man hours it's gonna take for me to build and set out these cameras, so we don't have to pay anything as far as a percentage. We get the full $10,000 back. So you guys can vote on it officially at the next meeting next week, because what I submitted was just an application. We're not obligated to anything until the police jury president signs the actual contract with them. And there's some other stuff we gotta do. We gotta notify our state representative and a couple other things that gotta take place before the actual grant will get awarded. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed thing because I got a message from Miss Susan Russell today making sure that I had put in for it. So it's almost like they're saying, we're gonna give it to you. So that's $10,000 we're gonna get to spend, and it's dedicated specifically for security cameras to put on dump sites. I responded to numerous litter complaints, citations written this past month. We had 2 gross litter citations, 4 warning citations, and 1 intentional littering citation. And I believe Mr. Jimmy has that money for that intentional littering that the guy paid yesterday. I'm in the process of coordinating with Jason Stagg with Wildlife and Fisheries to help me start building those 2 cameras that we purchased all the components from the jury. We can start putting those together and start getting them set out. And he's going to teach me how to set these things out, how to run the surveillance, all the little techniques and tactics that they use at their level with Wildlife and Fisheries. He's their subject matter expert. I'm just waiting on his colonel to approve it, for him to come to the parish and work with me. Almost finished in my office. All I got left to do is put the floor down and the molding. We'll be done in there. We can start moving my furniture in. And we do now have an Avoyelles Parish litter abatement Facebook page. We're currently working on some stuff with it, so it's a work in progress. We also have a litter tab now, on the litter abatement tab on the website, where constituents can actually go in. If they see somebody physically littering, they can file a complaint, go fill out an affidavit at the sheriff's office, and send me a copy of their license plate, and we can write a citation on that. Or they can fill out that form, and when they hit send, it comes to my phone. License plate, everything's written on there. So we got that done. And then we're just gonna continue to keep improving the program. Every week we get something else done.
The website, does it still have Ernest Anderson's picture?
It does, and we need to update that. Yeah.
Is
We
that
can-
right?
I emailed her to take it off.
Sean's on the
I emailed her, she should have taken it off. Because I
When?
did,
Today?
a couple of weeks
I was on there yesterday,
Maybe
they
it
still.
was just a check.
Yeah, they did take it off, the picture's blank on there now.
Okay, so they did.
Yeah.
So we need a picture of Mrs. Sean. Smiling picture.
Yep. In addition. So in that's gonna be 2 extra box cameras, which is the ones we put inside the, and then I also included in there some of those little pin cameras that you can hide inside of the, basically inside of the post on a stop sign. It's about this big around. So we're gonna get a lot for that $10,000. Plus, in that is a program that they're gonna give us access to called Into Vision. So just so everybody can understand, I don't wanna take too much time, but when these cameras are recording for 12 hours a day, right? All right, all day long, somebody's gotta watch this footage. If you've got 6 cameras out, it takes about 1 hour to watch 1 day of video footage for 1 camera. So you start doing the math, it's extensive, the amount of man hours it's gonna take to review all that footage. On the dump side, it's not gonna be too bad, because somebody's gonna pull up, they're gonna stop, they're gonna throw some stuff out, they're gonna leave. I'm talking more like intentional litter and trucks driving by. So in that package that they're giving us, there's a European program called Into Vision. It's a software program that runs in accordance with or in conjunction with the video, and it watches the video for you, and it catches the littering, and it triggers it, and it saves it, and it takes pictures of the license plate. It's a litter program. It's an AI program. Yes, sir. Yeah, so like Bowling Alley Road or some of these heavily, airport road, these places that are heavily littered, yeah, you can actually catch intentional littering with these cameras. Like physically catch it coming out of the vehicle. Yep.
With the cameras that are being ordered, as the megapixels to be able to catch lots.
So to get this grant, I had to go to a workshop in Baton Rouge at the State Capitol or at the library. And basically, they put together these packages based off of what we know works. All right, what the wildlife and fisheries that have been using since 15, and they've been catching people, they've been burning. And for us to get these cameras, we kind of have to buy what they're telling us to buy, because they know these are proven to work.
So all violators will be able to
That's correct. So misdemeanor gross littering, intentional littering.
They don't want to come to
Yeah. So it's a pretty good deal. I know I'm taking too much time. I just want to kind of educate everybody. I do have a PowerPoint presentation that they said we can share, that they gave us at that workshop. I'll share it with all you guys so you can see.
Are you doing anything in the towns in the parish? They have intergovernmental agreement?
No, we don't have anything. It's a lot of verbal so far. So like in Marksville, John's giving me a
The towns
verbal.
only get this for free, and we paying?
Well, that's when we're gonna go start doing some like we talked about before, asking for donations for this little program. It's a program, right? Y'all wanna be part of our program? You want me to come into your municipality and set up on a dump site and clear up your dump sites in your municipality? Y'all give us some money. Help us pay for some of this camera stuff and all this.
At the last town council meeting, they said that they invited you to come and you don't come.
And I did not make the marks when I had something that night already, and I told them that. Yeah. I actually went to the Cottonwood City Council meeting, so I do go too.
We needed to have an intergovernmental agreement, I promise you.
Yeah, John told me he would sign it, I just didn't need it over there.
It's 3 months.
I don't know, I'll go by his office or something, by his shop or something. Yeah, anywhere like that. You'll sign it. Any questions? Thank y'all.
All right, so engineer report.
Good evening, Mr. President, jurors, ladies and gentlemen, Rep. Bissell with Pan American. Good news, our overlay project and road improvement program has started. As of today, J.B. Luke, Ed Carroll, and Furman Roads have been overlaid. Speaking with the contractor this morning, he'll be back to do some more work for us, I think the middle of next week, and he's going to start on Louis Harmson. And from there, he's going to go to St. Richard's Loop, and then lastly, Una Lane. Bridge programs are moving along. The next bridge to be led is going to be Monroe Farm. I think the current letting date is October of this year. For buildings and facilities, we're still in the closeout phase of the health unit generator. The multi-purpose recreational complex, we do have a set of plans if you're interested. We have started working on the plans. Right now, we're tweaking the plans and doing some revisions. And we're revising original designs to 4 200-foot fields. I think before we had one larger field.
Yeah, you went smaller fields?
We had to stay within the budget. We're having to massage the original design and plans to make sure that we have enough money to build what we're looking,
So what size fields you say?
4 200-foot fields.
Other park fields, grass.
And I think they're gonna be grass, natural grass.
I just wondering what they would do with that target. Okay, all right.
Other than that, the animal shelter, I gave a copy of the conceptual design cost estimates to Mr. Sam Jacob. We still have 2 outstanding CWEP applications that the Southwest Avoyelles Water District needs to decide how they want to spend that money. They have money allocated to them. They just need to make a decision on what they want to buy and go through the process of purchasing that. We've submitted an LGAP application for limestone and street repairs, and we submitted a severity package for a $1 million grant for street repairs to LCDBG. That's all I have. Yes, sir.
You know the name, how far are they gonna go?
Originally, we had about half a mile, but what we're looking at is most of the jobs were coming in under our original quantity estimate, so he's gonna have some quantity to go a little bit further. I just, at this time, I don't know, and we won't know till we do Louis Ormson and we do St. Richard's, see how the yield comes out laying those. But so far, the 3 roads we had came out well, and we had some extra material that we'll be able to use on the land.
You said half a mile.
It's originally designed for half a mile, so if things keep going the way they've been going with Louis and with St. Richard's, we'll have some more material to go a little bit further than that.
They did a quick job on that, they did.
Thanks, sir. All right, move to business park. Item 1, authorize sale of UK property parcel 0110896 Main Street, Mobile. Alan, you want to tell us a little something about it?
That's a piece of property that's on the east side of Morrowville, on Highway 1, the old highway through town. Reggie Dakota is the person who's purchasing it, and he owns the property right next door to it. It's just gonna add a small piece to what he already has. He has several acres.
Okay. All right.
Price, I think, came from the assessor's office.
All right. Number 2 on the agenda will be approved the millage rate for Road District 2. What's that gonna be, guys?
That's out.
Yeah, we'll have a road district meeting that Tuesday afternoon. The commission officially said it. And it'll be,
We'll have to know Tuesday, so we'll be ready to,
yeah.
We can do a proposed meeting after that,
after,
After,
the next month.
for the next month.
Probably in August.
You'll be making a motion, Ms. Dow, for the, millage.
Even myself.
Jacob did vote for it last time, that's why I asked.
It'll be after.
All right. Number 3 will be solicit bids for road and bridge material. Yeah, not here. You know anything?
We do it every
What is
year.
that about, Mr. Clyde?
We do it every year. We solicit bids to,
Timbers,
for
rock.
the timbers, culverts, limestone,
So from the, I got you. So it's a yearly bid
whole
that's
bids,
done.
yeah.
All right. Item 4 is appointment to the Red River Water Commission. I sent you all a text from all about nominating somebody. I put up Scott Williams. Yeah, so Scott's a good guy. He's lived on the river all his life. He farmed down there. He's Pro Bowls. And he's been on the Port Commission for 8, maybe 12 years. So, I think he'll be a good hand. So, we'll appoint him. There's no objection. I'll tell you, he'll be here. All right, item 5 will be adoption of Marshville City Court budget. You have a copy of it in your packet. You can look it over. All right. Need change number 6. When you put approve an amount not to exceed 15,000. We agreed to clean by properties, and that's 108 Large Road, 738 Highway 3041, and 111 Lyman Lane, and this will be paid from solid waste. We had a meeting to discuss this. Little committee meeting, and this is the recommendation. You said it'd be a good start. Had Kevin give an estimate, and he came up with, I think, 3,000, but he said a couple of them could be over that. So that's where we got to 15,000. Not to exceed 15,000. Yes, sir.
Okay, once you guys
approve this, is there gonna be a process to advertise for contractors in the paper?
Immediately after it's voted on, right?
And in your advertisement, are we gonna be careful about saying how much money we have available for the job? Because if you tell them what you got, that's what they're gonna bid.
I'm gonna say.
Just let's make sure.
And how do you problem with this?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's go out and eventually the lanes go through, it's a process.
We probably.
Mr. Jim, I have a question for the liens. So like every 10 years, someone would have to keep up with it to review it, because otherwise, once the 10 years surpasses, that lien's dropped off of that property.
I'm really not sure about the time period.
I think it's 10 years. It has to be renewed every 10 years.
Yeah, just like a bank would, you go in and have to renew.
So we'll have to keep a record of.
Right.
And what we can do in-house, we'll also make it out too.
Yeah.
But this is in our ordinances and, you know, we discussed this, it's a concern, money.
The planning commission the other night. They were talking about the Parish jury tearing houses down in Bunkie. In the city limits. Huh? That's what they said?
No, Kevin was just over here at our committee, and he said that his teams were busy and all the time, and that's why we said we were gonna go and bid it out. So
The
that's
conversation was on the cost of the equipment and tearing the equipment up because they were using equipment inside the municipality to tear down their stuff. So, I mean, I thought there was a separation. I know that with the municipalities, you can get into an agreement with some sort of thing. But I don't think it's a police jury's job to go and do a freebie inside the municipality to clean up. If you do it, send them a bill.
Still need to look at that fine. Still need to look at the fine. Nobody sent an email, I respond. I've been done, we need research fine.
The Parish jury was tearing down houses in Bunkie. All the ones that were torn down, Bunkie did them themselves. Because I met with the mayor.
Hey, what my understanding was from the meeting is that the police jury would assist with equipment when the municipality didn't have the appropriate equipment. And what Jimmy was saying was that it was utilizing work hours and also wear and tear on equipment. That was
And
the way
it's a
it was.
member on the planning commission that made that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we can agree to that.
Well, I'm just telling you.
jury didn't okay that.
Not the planning commission, somebody on the planning commission said that.
Yeah.
We could tear down houses in the corporated limits.
Well, they're saying it was being done. It was already done. It was being done.
I didn't know that, dog.
Yeah.
What if that's the case?
They usually have an agreement to that. And it's gotta be, we have time to do it. Okay, all right. Moving on to number 7, playing Saturday, June 21st, it's Alabama Sister Day. You want to talk about that?
That's part of my family, having a reunion. And, the reunion is part of the, and I actually heard, pass this resolution.
Okay. Any question? All right. Motion to rescind, the no balloon loader from River City Hydraulics, $201,112.58 state contract. Reason being, we gotta bid that out.
Well, because the source well is not, has not been, this contract was not adopted by Office of State Procurement. When I went on, we're going to get a write-up for our 2024 audit. So, when I went online to get the documents I needed for this this contract, it had not been adopted by OSB. And when I noticed that it was not, I think it's in the best interest that we rescind and make a motion to bid it back out.
We're not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Okay. So number nine would be that motion.
Even though the one in 24, Sourcewell did have a contract, it just had not been adopted, and it has to be exactly what they adopt. If you're off by whatever, it's void, so it has to be exactly what the state contract is. So we're just gonna fix it.
I talk with Kevin too, and I deal with that a good bit on a daily basis. Whichever company that he deals with or we buy from, you get a quote from that company, and there's always at least one individual in the state that can give you the quote and give you the state contract line item, and also attach their state contract that's valid today. So that's how you get it. You get a state contract quote from the vendor who is on the state contract, and it has to have that specific line item. So just because it's a John Deere tractor, it's on the John Deere state contract, you can't buy a Woods Bush hog that attaches to the John Deere tractor, right? That's not state contract. It has to be manufactured. It's called a named contract, state named contract. So Kevin understood it, should have it straight from now on.
Okay. So number nine would be a motion to solicit bids to board the.
Where is that code supposed to come out of? This,
Solid waste.
We had,
almost 2024?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm just asking.
For this one?
Money's already gone.
And this is one for white goods, right? This is, yeah.
White goods?
Yeah, it's gonna be for white
It
goods.
can't be out of the 25 budget, we can't take anything out of the 24 budget.
Okay, number 10 will be a motion to approve Little River Estate subdivision. This is approved by the planning commission.
That is down, you know where Deer Lane is at? JJ Lane, yeah.
in District M, it's actually private road, used to be a road. It's in mine. I think that used to be in your district.
They had some issues on the paperwork that April said they got straight today. So I think it's okay to sign for
Because if it says,
JJ Lane is a private road, there's
No parish road.
JJ Lane is a private road.
And that jumps into this
I
little
don't think it's
river.
gonna be private.
I got you all private.
Okay. Number 11, I will be making a resolution for Lake Clyde Nick.
Yeah, just Clyde Nick, if you didn't know him, he's from here, from Austin, he just passed away this last few days. His funeral's tomorrow. He served Parish well on the tourist commission for several years, and he has served the parish well on a lot of other boards and commissions. He's very active, was very active, and in the church, and likes to call us a lot of other different.
Story.
He's a devoted boy.
So, yeah, very devoted to the parish.
Mr. Allen, did you read the resolution that I drafted? It's in the packet if you want to add it or take away. Just let me know.
All right, number 12, Travis.
Yes, so we're in the process and needed a vote to move the polling location in Hesmer from the St. Alphonse Rato Center to the Hesmer Gymnasium. It was a good idea in theory, but there still were bookings for the Rato Center when we had voting going on. Had a little issue in December, and then now with the elections coming up, they've already allowed weddings to happen there. So Adam, and then also talking with Jamie, spoke with Mayor Hesmer today, or yesterday, and he's fine with it. So Jamie's gonna draft some paperwork to do a little rental agreement. The Hesmer Gymnasium has new AC in it, and also working bathrooms, so it'll be a perfect place. So we intend to make that gymnasium permanent.
Okay. That'll be the best thing.
Yes, sir.
About the
We don't have to worry about the parties
No
next
more
week.
weddings.
the weddings and parties.
Brides,
Yeah.
said the ladies.
Okay, anything else anybody wants to bring up? If not, we need to adjourn.
Thank you,
Now
sir.
let's come over to my house and start painting. I'm having a paint party.
What's the subject?